Well, guys, Veteran Outdoorsman here again. Hang on, let me turn this off. Another impromptu video in the middle of the night, but I'm really excited. Excuse me. Tomorrow, I am doing a Zoom call with the Ranch Fairy. If you haven't checked out his channel, please do so. Um, Great information. Fact is, I'll try to put a link in the description. I'm not real good at that sort of thing, and I also forget. I'll try to put a link in the description to his channel, or at least to one of his videos. Go there, like his stuff, subscribe. You're gonna get a lot out of it if you bow hunt. But not just if you bow hunt. If you use a knife and you're on an outdoors channel, you use knives. He's got some sharpening videos, mainly around broadheads, but it applies to knives. Sharpening is sharpening. He talks about using different grits, stropping, things like that. He 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 just does an excellent job. He explains things a lot better than I do. I can do them. I could probably show you how if you were here. If as far as putting it down in a video, I've done some sharpening vids, but I'm just not that good at explaining stuff. He's good at it. We're going to have him on. I will have the video posted sometime this week or early next week. We'll have him on. He does a great job. We're going to talk about what he does, setting up high FOC arrows with cut-on contact broadheads. How he sets up his Plan B arrows. That's what he calls them. For when you get a less than perfect hit, meaning hitting bone, getting weird angles, things like that. We're going to talk about all that. I'm excited. This is going to be the first time I've had a guest that wasn't my daughter or my dog on the show. I'm really excited about it. I hope all the video and things go out. I'm going to take notes. So if something goes wrong, I'm at least going to be able to tell you how the discussion went, things like that. He's been very gracious. I've emailed him back and forth for around a year now, maybe a little bit longer. I've learned a lot from emails and from watching his videos. You're going to get a lot out of it. Even if you don't bow hunt, you're going to get a lot out of this discussion. Like I said, his sharpening, it's something that we really, really need to learn. It's something that no matter what aspect of the outdoors you're in, or even if you're not an outdoorsman at all, it's something that we all need to learn. It was a skill that 100 years ago everyone learned. But now, we buy replaceable knife blades. I work in a factory. A lot of people carry the box cutters, the folding box cutters, things like that, replaceable knife blades, etc. We live in a disposable world. Razors, you buy some disposable razor heads, you throw them away when they're done, and that's it. But we really need to learn how to sharpen things. It will apply to sharpening anything from scissors to axe heads. And I know that sounds a little far-fetched, but sharpening a device is sharpening a device. The difference is you have either a single bevel or double bevel. There's no other way. So we're going to discuss a little bit about that. We're going to discuss why Aeromass is important, why FOC is important. And we're just going to chit chat and talk about different things. I'm hoping to just speak freely and talk, and we'll just have a good discussion. So I really, really, really look forward to this. It's going to be good. And I wish I'd put this up a little bit earlier so people could put down questions that they want to ask and things. But hopefully this won't be the last time that we talk, and we'll be able to have a chance with that. This is just going to be an introduction. I've never spoken to him other than emails, so we're gonna be introducing ourselves to each other, and learning some about each other. Seems to be a really down to earth guy. Like I said, I mean, the first time I sent him an email, within about 10 minutes, I got a response. That's not always the case. Sometimes it's overnight, sometimes it's a couple hours. He's got a life too. But he's gracious. He deals with my repetitiveness. If in case you haven't noticed, I'm very repetitive. He's answered a lot of really important questions and maybe some silly questions. But he's done so very graciously, and I really appreciate him being willing to get on the show. And fairly early, we're gonna talk at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. Chances are it's this morning if you're watching this, because it's already pretty late and the video probably won't load till after midnight. But it's going to be great. Look forward to it in the next week or so. Just a second, I'll be right back. Okay. Just had to see what was going up with my dog. Say hi, Rosie. Say hi. You say hi? Yep, that's my dog. But guys, I just can't explain how excited I am to talk to this guy. And I've got some other things going. I've talked to some other people, trying to invite them onto the channel. Somebody's gonna say, "Well, you're just trying to build your channel." Well, you know what? In a way, yes. But what I'm trying to do is to help. If I know somebody's got some useful material, what I'm trying to do is to help get that out a little bit more, a little bit more. The more times someone's name is out there, the more people will be able to see it. I have a small audience. I hope that it gets bigger, but that's not the reason for this. The reason for this is I believe in certain products. I believe in certain philosophies, things like that. And I can explain them, but the best thing to do is to get the person that does it, to get the person that I'm learning it from to get on and explain it. And that's what I'm going to do here with the Ranch Fairy. It's going to be a really cool video. The guy's got, or his family has a ranch in Texas. They shoot lots of big hogs every year. Big hogs. I think he said 200 pounds is a big one there. Sure, pigs get bigger than that, but you do a lot of searching around on big pigs, and it's what he calls, internet 300s, and they're 2 feet long from nose to tail. A lot of guys think that they've got a huge animal, and it's just really not. So a 200-pound animal is a big animal. I mean, you're talking an animal the size of a grown man. 200 pounds is a big animal. And they've got a heavy shield. They've got big bones. They're designed to not die. And that's what he does most of his testing with, is these big pigs. And when he hits them with an arrow, with one of his setups, it's like they're not there. The arrow just zips right on through, and it's pretty cool. So you need to watch some of his videos. You'll learn a lot, but I hope you learn a lot from this video that we're going to do. Just I've had videos about ArrowMass. I've had videos about FOC, about the importance of sharp broadheads, things like that. We're going to touch on those subjects. We're probably going to touch on a few other things. You know, the importance of shot placement. That's another one. What's become one of my pet peeves in the last several years is the inaccuracy of targets and where they place the vitals on an animal. Most targets do not show the proper placement of the vital organs of an animal, especially deer targets. Most of the time, they're too far behind the shoulder and they're too large. If you place an arrow where a commercial big game target shows the back of the lungs and the liver, you've just shot a deer through the center of the stomach. And that's true 95% of the time. Very few targets show really where the vitals are. And they also make you think that there's an air pocket around the lungs and you can get in the chest cavity and miss the lungs. And that's not true either. We're going to discuss that a little bit. It's going to be cool. He's got a background as a respiratory therapist, so he understands the pulmonary system very, very well. And we're going to get into that. You know, what causes an animal to die? Well, it's blood loss. Well, yes, it is. But what do you have to damage to cause that blood loss? What do you have to do to shut that brain down so it doesn't work anymore? That's what finally kills the animal, is the blood loss shuts the brain down, everything the nervous system quits working, the animal dies. So what does it take to do that? What does it take to rupture the lungs, to cut the heart, to cut the arteries, things like that? What does it take to do that? And that's what we're going to discuss. I hope you enjoy the video. I hope you get a lot out of it. And I just can't wait to get up tomorrow morning and to talk to this guy. And I hope we both get what we want to talk through clearly. And again, I just hope you enjoy the video. It's going to be great. We're going to talk about some really cool stuff, some really important stuff. But again, if you're not a bow hunter, please tune in anyway. You're going to get something out of it, because one of the things I really want to hit hard on is the importance of sharp broadheads and what it takes. Check out his videos on sharpening. Check out his videos on stropping. Check out his videos on shot placement. Check out his videos on frontal shots. He's doing a series currently on frontal shots. I know that that's a controversial topic, but it's something that happens every year, and it's something that can be done responsibly if we have the right equipment. He's going to talk about that. We're going to talk about arrow spine, things like that. Now, this isn't going to be an all-inclusive video. We're not going to be able to hash out everything. We're only going to be on for a little bit, but it's going to be really cool, really informative, I hope. You know, the sharpening is important to anyone, not just people in the outdoors, anyone. Do you use scissors? You need to learn how to sharpen. Do you use a knife for anything? You need to learn how to sharpen. If you want the best shave you've ever had in your life, Get a straight razor, learn how to sharpen, learn how to strop. It's important. Do you ever use an axe or a hatchet? You do? You need to learn how to sharpen. You want to get the most out of an edge, you need to learn how to strop. It's very important. Shot placement. It doesn't matter if you are using a rifle, a muzzleloader, a shotgun, a bow, a crossbow. Shot placement is shot placement. You need to know where to put the bullet, the arrow, the shotgun slug. You need to know where to put it so that you kill the animal quickly and efficiently. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about why it's so important. Why a further forward hit kills an animal quicker than a rearward hit. We're going to talk about why it's important to cut the big arteries instead of just punching a hole through the lungs, and on and on and on. And then we're going to talk a little bit, I hope, about Plan B hits. What happens if you hit bone? What happens if you hit spine? It's going to be really cool. It's going to be really, really cool. It's going to be informative. I'm hoping to touch a little bit on the sights that he uses, the different equipment, things like that. Obviously, we can't go through all the ins and outs of everything he does, but we're going to just bring up the subjects, maybe put some links to his videos. So guys, tune in, and we're going to have some fun. I don't know, I named subjects, things I want to cover, but we're just going to talk, we're going to enjoy it, and we're going to get information out there. So God bless you all. I hope to see you with the next video. Like and subscribe so that you don't miss this next video. And we'll catch you later. Goodbye.